All right, here we go, team. Look
Go.
at them rolling in. Let's go. All right, welcome, team. Look at all these beautiful smiley faces. Everyone's
Oh,
getting pumped up.
how good's this?
Yeehaw! Very good. Can you unmute yourself for a second, guys, and say hello?
Let's go, Jacko.
Yo,
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Howdy.
Howdy, people.
Big
what's up?
energy,
What's
big
going
motor.
on?
Big energy.
LLW.
That's it.
All right,
Powerful.
guys.
Powerful.
I'll just let these last few people in, and then we're going to be ripping into an awesome masterclass tonight with the man, Jack Ruddell. He's
Let's
joining
go.
us from the Gold Coast. Very, very excited for that. So I'm just going to put you all on mute again. Jack, you might want
Best
to.
part of the Gold Coast. Best part.
The best part. Which part is that?
Cool and Gator, like down the
Oh
bit.
yeah, best.
Yeah, yeah.
The absolute best. I grew up. I didn't grow up, but I moved to Surfers. Did 2 years in Surfers after schoolies, and it was horrible.
Yeah. Would
All
have been.
right, let's get started. So I'm just going to mute everyone and ask Jack to unmute. All right, team. So tonight we are blessed to have Jack Ruddell joining us for an ads masterclass. So Jack has thankfully put his time up tonight to show us a little bit of the world into ads with the Enagic business. So why it's so epic is Jack has a really cool story. Now I'm going to hand it over to him in a second to give him a bit of a spiel in his story. But 3.5 years in Enagic, 280 in his team, now able to do whatever he wants really with his business, his lifestyle, his dream with his partner. And it's a really cool story of the adversity and the tenacity that he's shown over the last 3.5 years to create what he's created. And he's done it largely on ads. And so I'm super pumped for him to come in tonight and show us a bit of his genius so that you guys can leverage it to, create the lifestyles that you want to as well with this vehicle. So Jack, I'll hand it over to you, brother. Thank you very much for jumping on tonight. And yeah, take it away, my friend.
Legend, thanks, bro. I am pumped. Yeah, so my story's it's a funny one, but essentially I've been doing ads really, really seriously for the past 18 months. And ever since I went all in with it, it's completely changed. We're on our third 6A account, 6A2 by tonight. Just got one more. I'm on 100 points, so I just need to get that all processed. So yeah, we should be all sweet. But in saying that, yeah, I had a very rocky start. I was someone where a mentor would feel sorry for them. They're like, far out, is he ever going to get a sale or what? I took 11 months to get my first sale in this business. And then, it still rocks me to this day, but my first ever sale 11 months in was a refund. So, you could imagine the exciting part of 11 months I've been going at it, trying to get a sale, trying to talk to leads. And then boom, refund the next week. I got the commission too, which was even worse. It was like commission, bang, had to send it back to Enagic. So yeah, it's a bit of a crazy one, but I never gave up because I understood that I knew I could create something. I knew there was something here that I could do, and I knew I could make a movement. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I could believe in that, and that's one of the main points. You must have belief in this business to be able to have success, no matter where you're starting in this business. You have to be willing to go all in and stay going all in, because when you don't go all in, you're going to get, as I say to my team, if you treat a Enagic like a part-time job, you're going to get part-time results. Okay, so put a ring on this and go all in. But then I found 11 months in, I started finding my groove. Got a couple of sales here and there, but it just wasn't consistent, wasn't flowing. And then around 18 months ago, I literally, was on a call with who's now running my ad accounts. He's all running my agency. I've got an agency running it now, but I've learned a lot from him. But he had a training talking about running ads for a Nagic. And back then, even then, it was like, oh, I might run $10 a day on a Nagic and stuff, $10 a day on ads and all that. But then he jumped on a call and told us about how important it is to go all in, because when you do start running ads, it can get very predictable. When you know your numbers, and when you know how much you're getting per, how many leads you need to be able to get a sale, this business can become very predictable, and it can become a really good game and really fun. And you can, really, really start calculating results and knowing how many directs you need per month to really start how many directs you need per month to really start, understanding when you can rank up and everything like that too. So if you want to have consistent results in your business and you don't want to have that plateau of like month on, month off, month on, month off, month on, ads is key. So yeah, I wanted to go a bit more into, why it's so important to like have a different mindset with ads too. So I understand like in this industry, we get a little bit frightened about, investing heavily into ads. Trust me, I understand that. However, you got to know that investing more into ads is actually investing into your skill set too. So you might not get a sale over your first, couple of $100 or $500 of ad spend, right? But you're learning how to talk to the lead, you're learning how to do everything, but your next 500 will look a lot different. For me, I understood that no matter what, even though, for my first, I think it was the first $1,000 I spent on ads, I didn't get a sale. But as I continually pushed forward with it, then it was really, really predictable on how to have massive success with ads. Now, I run ads basically every day. I don't know, I can't remember the last day I have turned an ad off. And that's why we're able to have predictable results and really, really start building serious income per month, not only for myself, but everyone in the team. And another thing as well, the beautiful thing about running ads is that you can claim every single cent on it back on tax. Okay, it's all tax deductible. So the more money you put on ads, the more money you make, and the more money you can claim back as well. So I will go straight into it because I really want to help everyone really understand it. So we're going to be running. Who's doing mainly Instagram? Hands up. Is it Instagram? A lot of you do Instagram platform. Yep, perfect. Hands up if you've ran ads before ever. All right, we got a few. Sweet. Does everyone remember how to run ads? Sweet. All right, well, I'm going to teach you how to run ads first, and then I'm going to teach you some really, really, really important tricks with targeting, split testing, and all that. Does everyone know what that is? Sweet. Well, we'll go through all of that today. I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to get going with it. So hopefully, yep, sweet. All right, hands up if you can see this. Perfect. All right, so this is my other account. So obviously these are all turned off. So I've got someone running my other ads now, so I can't really touch that, but this account's completely fine. What yours is going to look like is it's just going to look blank, right? Now, tips when you're setting up a business ads manager is first of all, you want to look up Facebook Ads Manager at the top. So you can just look it up. Facebook Ads Manager. Okay, and then it's going to come up with Meta Ads Manager. Now it's already going to go into my account, but you want to make sure that you create your account. Now you should have a Facebook. Really important that you have a Facebook, and really important that you have your Instagram, and they're like connected. Okay, so super important. But when you create it, some tips. Obviously, you want to make sure it's in. So they'll ask you some questions like Australian dollars. You want to make sure it's in Aussie dollars. You want to make sure you're in whatever time zone you're in, and everything like that. If you have an ABN, it'd be great to add that into there too. If not, that's all good. You don't need one right now. But it's really important that you just get those basics done when you are creating it. Now, there will be a few more questions when you are creating your Facebook Ads Manager. Just take your time with it. It all makes sense. You just got to answer the questions properly, okay? And then once you've finished it, I'll go to my other one here. It's going to look a bit like this, except you'll have blank. This will be all blank. Like this won't exist, right? Now here is your campaign. So you can click on your account overview here. That's going to see your budget, everything like that. And then you got campaigns. So this is where you run your ads. And I'll talk a bit more about this in depth as well. And then you've got all your settings here, and then billings and payments. So again, with TikTok, in the trainings, you add your funds to TikTok, TikTok use the funds, right? With this one, you don't do that, okay? So you don't have to add anything into the account, right? Meta will take it out, right? So whatever you spend, it will keep building a threshold. So it'll start off slow, it'll start off low. So when you connect your card, or whenever you connect PayPal, whatever you want to use, with payment method, you just click on payment methods, and then you just use whatever payment method you want to use. It will start taking a little bit out of the time. So if you see $3 come out of your bank, $3 come out, it's going to build up over time, because it's got to build trust. Okay. So if you see $3, $3, $3, don't freak out. It's just actually Instagram and Facebook building trust with your billing. And then it'll go 3, 3, 5, 10, 20, and then work its way up to like 50, 100, and then beyond. Okay. So you don't have to actually add funds in. Facebook will just take it out. So if you go to campaigns, this is how you create your first campaign. So everyone should just create a basic campaign right off the start. Okay, we don't need to get too fancy with it all. I'm going to only be talking about, I know there's a few people in here who run ads all the time using different funnels and stuff like that. This is simply what I'm doing that's working very, very well for myself and the team. And we run send message ads, right? We build trust with the audience. We build, the we build really good trust with the audience, and then we qualify them, everything like that in the DMs, and then we send over our trainings. Okay, that's exactly what we want us to do here. We're just wanting them to send a message to us, and then we're going to talk to them in the lead conversations, and then go from there, and then send them the free training if they qualify. Okay, so what you want to do is obviously you want to click create. Okay, and then there's a few objections here. Now, if you are starting to run ads just off the bat, I would start with an engagement campaign because you can still run messages through there. So I run engagement. The reason being is because it works really well, and you can still do send messages. So there's sales and leads, so you can do engagement, leads, and then sales if you are running like funnels and stuff like that. But honestly, guys, the best basic and the best way to do it for us is just send message. So engagement and leads, I'm just going to click with engagement. All right, so you just want to click engagement, continue. Now I never do the tailored messages campaign. I don't streamline anything with Facebook. I want to really, really make sure that I am in control of it. So it might even say this on your new account. It might even have that clicked there. So you want to make sure you click manual. Okay, always have manual. And then you want to click continue. And this is the good stuff. So this is your first campaign, right? So here I'm going to put winning ads, right? So name it whatever you want. Always name it winning ads. I love doing that. Now here you just leave it auction engagement. That's fine. This is all good. Now advantage campaign budget. I want to talk about that as well. I'll talk about that now because I would put that on. I'll just turn that on for this one because I'm going to show you exactly why a little bit later on. So Vantage campaign budget, and this is your budget, all right? So it says 28 bucks a day, all right? So I'm going to put 30 a day on these ads, right? So Advantage campaign budget, that's just going to spread the budget through your whole campaign. So you want to make sure you just tick that. I'll show you why a little bit later. You don't need to click anything else. So that's all you have to do, on, and then name it, all right? And then set your budget, whatever you're comfortable with, okay? Next, now we're into the ad set, right? So this is where we're going to choose our audience, where to place our ads and everything like that. Now, for me specifically, I'm only doing Instagram. So it's really important, guys, that especially if you've got a smaller budget. So if you're running ads 20 to 50 a day, around that size, I do recommend 20 to 50, but really push yourself with the investment and stuff like that. But 20 to 50 is a good start when you're testing. 10 is too little. You're not going to get enough messages per day and you're not going to get enough budget to test. But what you want to do is obviously turn off Messenger. So if you are new, it will have the option to connect to Instagram. So make sure you do connect to Instagram here. It will say connect like it says here. So connect to Instagram. But this is all good, right? So engagement campaign, I'm just going to name it. I'll name it winning ads for now, but I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So just name it winning ads for now. Instagram, I'm only running Instagram. So you want to leverage your budget to specific points within the social media platforms, okay? You don't want to be doing a small budget to a variety of everywhere. And I'll show you why. Because if you're using 20 to 50 bucks a day, or I put 30 bucks there, you want to make sure you're pinpointing directly where your ideal client is or where you think they're going to be. So for me, I'm thinking everyone looks at IG stories, everyone looks at IG reels and posts. Okay. That's where I want all my ads to be running. I don't need them to be running anywhere else. I want them all there. So then here, Australia. So we really need to make sure that, see how it says Advantage Audience Plus here? You want to make sure you switch to original audience. So they've done updates where they're trying to make it easier to get better results. However, better results may not be the best because you're not getting your ideal client in your inbox. You're just getting random people that don't even they're not going to resonate with you. So you always click switch to original audience. I always do that. Yes, you want to use original audience. You want to use Advantage Plus. Okay, now this is going to give you your audience, right? So here it is. Now for me, when you first start, you're only going to be testing an open audience, but you're going to be testing your, your age bracket and gender. Okay. So for me, right now, my ads, I'm only targeting people from 18 to 30. All right. I'm getting so honed in on who my ideal client is. And you need to be doing that because when you market to everyone, you market to no one. Okay. So edit. So for me, if you're a female watching this and you're only doing females, 18 to whatever, you pick your age that you want to work with, females. If you want to do males and females, yes, go ahead with that. But for me, my ideal client's men at the moment, and I really love it. So 18 to 30 men, that's all I'm going to do. Don't need to do anything else apart from English. Make sure, I know we're in Australia, but just put English all. Okay, so that's all good. All right, so now we've got 18 to 30, Australia, men, interest, all good. All right, language, all, and then everything like that. Now, we're up to the good part here. All right, so it says placements. We don't want to do advantage placements. So we want to click edit, manual placements. Okay, reason being is that we only want to leverage Instagram, okay? We don't want to be stuffing around with Facebook or anything like that. If you really want to hone in on your Instagram and you got $30 to $50 to spend, $20 to $50 to spend, or whatever, a lower ad budget to spend when you're starting out, you must make sure that you're putting all your ads budget to the most, seen parts of the platform, okay? So for me, it's stories, it's feeds, and it's reels. Is everyone making sense so far? Is that all good? Please watch the replay too, okay? That would be really awesome. Okay, so this is all sweet, right? So that's all good. I'm just going to leave that. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Then you just click next. Now we're getting into the creative. So you can use previous post. However, I just upload posts that I want to use. Now, for me personally, what's been fucking popping off lately is like text ads. It's like really, really sharp. I'll show you 4 examples as well of text ads that are working well. And for me, that's like, and I'll talk about winning ads and like what to expect from a winning ad and stuff like that. But between $3 and $6 a message, that's really good. Okay, so $3 to $6 a lead, you want to be aiming for that. And there's people in the community doing like ridiculous, like they land an ad that's $1 a lead. But 3 to 6 is a really good sweet spot that I reckon that's a great one. A great lead. Sorry, a great ad. And I want to show you some ads that are working for me at the moment. So one thing that I'm going to do as well, so in this part, so you just want to click, I don't really go with multi-advertising ads at all, so untick that, right? And then add creative here. So set up ad creative, right? And then you want to click video ad, okay? You can do image ad, but I don't recommend it. So video ad, right? So let's just say I'm going to upload a primary text for my ad. All right. So this is like the short little headline that you're going to see. So you can really, I'm not going to you can really, really brainstorm like what you want on your text, like here, like for your primary text, because this is going to show up on your reels. Okay. So I'm just going to do a really basic one. All right. I might use the little emoji. There we go. Sweet. All right. So that's a really basic one. Guys, you can really go ham with this and understand the power of little hooks and stuff like that. You can chat GPT it, everything like that. But I'm just doing a basic one to do, the first ad. So if this resonates with you, click the send message button below. All right. So then you go next. Now you want to upload the creative. So I've already got some uploads here, but I'll show you again how to upload. So obviously you just click upload. If you're on a Mac, it should be anywhere in here. So for me, it's in my downloads because I just airdrop my content to my Mac if you have a MacBook. If not, you should be able to find out how to upload it. So then you just click upload and then it's going to load for you. All right. Oh, that's right. 70%. We're nearly there. All right, here we go. That's uploaded. Just got to process. As you can see, there's a lot of ads here. Hey, a lot of reps. A lot of reps. That's what we got to do. A lot of reps to test. So once it's processing, done. Perfect. All right, then you're just going to click. So look, don't need that there. Just click next. Don't need to worry about trimming it. It's all good. You can view it here. So that's an ad that I'm testing at the moment. Real simple text ads. They're doing very well at the moment, and they're crushing it on my end. And proof of the pudding, it's getting great quality leads too. Okay. So one thing that I'm testing at the moment is I'm trying to attract my ideal client within one powerful sentence. Okay. How can you attract your ideal client within one powerful sentence and then a simple call to action? That's what I've been doing a lot. And you can really, really test a lot of ads with text ads too. So now I've uploaded it. Now on this side, you've got an ad preview. Sorry. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like there, here. That's what it's going to look like, right? Sweet. Awesome. It didn't, for some reason, it didn't add the text in, but that's all right. So all I'm going to say is if this resonates with you, all right. So now you'll be able to see what that looks like, right? Or one thing I was working on today is that sometimes, so Instagram stories are great, but here, so you want to be careful with your call to actions too. So if this resonates with you, hit the send message button and I will show you how. And then you can put like an emoji of like handshake or whatever emoji you want to put. But yeah, you can get really creative with this as well. With this primary text part, and you can add up to 5 as well. Okay, so you can just add 5. You can add as many as you want, so up to 5, and then Facebook and Instagram is going to test that as well. But I'll just leave that there for now. You can get creative with that. But for me, honestly, like a simple call to action, if you've got such a powerful sentence or you got a powerful ad, like it usually does most of the job for you. If this resonates with you, hit the send message button below. Hit the send message button, and I'll show you how. I always do a call to action with hit the send message button because it's obviously just tell them exactly what to do. Hit the send message button and I'll show you how. Or I'll send you over some free info, or I'll send you over our free masterclass that's going to teach you how to build wealth. Stuff like that as well. Now that's one ad. Okay. So that is all done. That's ready to go. Sorry, it's not ready to go. Here it is. Nearly forgot one part. Sorry, guys. But the message template. So for me, I do a very, very, very simple message template. Okay. So see how it's got start conversation, automated chat, partner app. All you have to do is use a start conversation. Okay. So all you have to do is just click edit. And we're just going to do this now as well and go through it. And then I'm going to show you a few other things too. But for me, I always do hey, and then when you personalize someone, so here, insert personalization, I just do hey first name. Okay. All right. So, hey Jack, would you like some more information on how you can build wealth online? Or hey Jack, are you looking to join our thriving community and ready to build success online? Question mark. Now I always put yes. Okay. And then I delete question 3. And then I also put no. I always give them a no option. All right. Because then I know they actually really are serious. They actually have a no option. Yes, you're going to get a few no's, but then you know, well, if they clicked yes anyway, they're going to be losers anyway. So yes or no, I just always do that. And then they just click send. And then I just get a plethora of yes, 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 yes in my inbox. And then I go straight into lead combos with lead conversations and stuff like that. So again,
Jack, question there, mate.
yeah,
How
brother.
did you personalize the name there?
Yeah,
Where did
perfect. So see the little man here, insert personalization.
Yes,
You just click on that. It says first name, last name, full name, Facebook page name.
epic. And it will just automate that if you click that button, yeah?
Yeah. So again, I'll
Thank you.
copy and paste this. I'll delete it. So if you go, hey, and then you just click on that first name, it'll come in, right? And then that's just gonna, yeah, and then that's just gonna feed off their Instagram, like whatever their name is, and then they put hey name, hey Jack, da 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 da. All right. So I'll put that there. All that's stuffed up. So hey, first name, boom. Right? That's as simple as it is. Now, again, you guys can get very, very creative with your first message. You might want to go, hey name, this congratulations on taking action or your first step to building wealth online. Would you like some more information on how you can take the next steps? Get really creative with your first message. Only ask them one question though, and it's a yes or no. All right, we want to get them to say yes, and then we go into your lead convos, okay, which is really important to do too. But you just want to get them to say yes. All right. Now you click save. So under here you can name it. So Jack's Convo 1. Just name it whatever you feel like you want to name it. Save. Okay. So now I'm about to run this ad for 30 bucks a day. And then they're going to click send message. Okay. So it all looks sweet. This is the first part. So now all you want to do is click publish. It will come up with this. My ABN's there, but you can just click skip. All right. And then it will publish. And then boom, we've got our first ad up. Now, this is the exciting part. You don't want to just have one ad. You want to have about 3 to 5 testing. All right, testing to see which one's working, right? And how we do that now is, so you're going to get this, right, when it's running. Okay, so winning ads, it's going to say no ads at the moment. Don't stress, there is ads, okay? You click on it, and then it's going to take you to ad sets. So this is where, you know, you run your audience and everything like that, where it's placed, where the ad's placed. And then if you click on it a third time, it'll take you straight to your ad. So your actual ad that you're running right now. Now we want to duplicate it. So you want to test between 3 to 5 creatives. All right. Whatever budget when you're first starting out. Okay. So all you have to do is click duplicate. So I'm going to test another 3. Okay. And you want to click duplicate and then 3. Did anyone see that? Was that too quick? So duplicate and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. You click it. And then
Go
you
back
want to,
again, please, bro. Can
sorry.
you go back again and show us again?
Yep. So I'll just exit it for now. But if you go duplicate, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoops. So that's duplicating another 3. So it's going to copy the ad set 3 times.
Thank
All right.
you.
And then that's going to be like this. All right. And then we're going to go into them. Now, we can start naming these ones. So this is the first one we're running. So number 1. Okay. That's our first one. That's all sweet. Yeah, that's sweet. All right. So these 3 are now new ones that we want to put in. So we want to get another 3 different creatives that you want to do. So you want to put some work in, create at least, before I create ads, like I get at least 10. Okay. And then I pick 5 that I'm going to do and then test them. So we're going to do 4. So you want to click on the next one. And then all you have to do is click edit media and change video. That's all we're doing. Okay.
Question there, Jack.
Yep.
Does it spread out in the budget?
Yeah. Yeah. So it will already spread out and it'll pick. So the reason why I do the campaign optimization budget at the start is because Facebook will spend all 4 will be sent out, and then whatever one is working the best, they'll favor more budget to that one. And then you'll know which one's a winner or loser. But I'll explain that in a sec when I finish on this part. So
Yeah.
obviously I just copy and paste this as well, usually when I'm doing ads, because you don't want to swap anything apart from the creative. All right. You want to keep everything the same. And then you just want to swap the creative. So sometimes this can be lost when you paste it for some reason. So I just copy and paste that. So I'll copy that in case it does. Next. All right. Now I'm going to upload my next media. Okay. So this is a different one. Oh, this is another one, but it's just a different angle with me on my phone in front of the balcony. So I'm just going to test this one too. All right. I'll wait for it to upload. Boom, should be uploaded. There with the patience here. There we go. Here we go. All right, next. All right, so just click next. And then boom, that's sweet. Okay, I'm looking for ambitious. I'm looking for ambitious men who crave a life of travel, financial freedom, and limitless success. I'm I'm looking for ambitious men who crave a life of travel, financial freedom, and limitless success. Ready to rise above average? Hit send message now. All right. So that's the ads I've been running and stuff like that too. Okay. Done. And that's all I have to do, right? That's it. You don't have to, you've already got this duplicated. It's all the same. Okay. You don't have to swap anything out apart from the creative. And then you just want to rename this to 2. Okay. Then you go to the next one. Okay. And then all you have to do, leave all this the same. Edit media, change video. All right. Leave the primary text. That's fine. Sorry, guys. Next. All right. I'm going to just use these 2 here because I save time when uploading all of them. But yeah, you can just upload it again. It will rock up and then you select it. Next. Sweet. This one's doing really well. This one's at like $5 a message. So Aussies looking to level up in 2025, escape working 40 plus hours a week and earn from anywhere. Hit the send message button and let's chat. That's all it is, right? And then they're going to hit the send message button because I've nailed my ideal client in 1 sentence, and then they're going to send yes. Okay. Boom. That's all I have to do. Now I'm going to rename this one.
Quick question, mate.
Yep.
Are you going to touch on like what you're using and how you're using these creatives, like what you're actually shooting for when you get when you shoot the creatives later on, or is that something we could just touch on now while you're going through them?
Like what I'm using for to create them.
Well, not so much just like what you're aiming for in this creative, because it's like I saw there's a whole swag of them, they're all fairly similar, but it's like what's the actual thing you're going for, like to explain this image, like why is this image working for people?
It's more work, so it's an ad. So what do you mean by that? Sorry, I'm confused with that question.
Yeah.
It's more the footage.
Can I step in for a second? Because what I'm picking up.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing is basically it's a significance of freedom and taking a walk on the beach. But one thing that's really powerful about this is the space around his body. Okay, so it draws you in to read the text because it's not like a huge frame of his body on screen. So it was the same with him on the balcony. His body image wasn't taking up a lot of the screen, so it's a very expansive ad, right? It captivates people because of the scenery behind him, and then they're gonna read the message. All right, this is something Nikki Ricker does really well. So if you watch Nikki Ricker's reels, she always is on 0.5 lens, and it's expanded out, and then she has text in the gap, which makes it look very nice in the way she's placed it. So if you are looking, like for instance, what Jack's done here, whether he knows or not, he's added a lot of space around the screen so that the copy and him feel in proportion. Okay, it's not too hard to see what he's doing, and it's not too hard to read the text. They're both in kind of an even proportion. So it will suck them in. Now, add something as beautiful as that sunset in the background, and you're going to have people glued in, right? So really creative ad there. Also, the one on the balcony is like, he's gone away on a holiday or he's staying in a high rise or something like that. Something that's significant, like is significant to the person, your avatar of what they want of freedom. And then bang, hit it on the nail on the head. So yeah, that's an incredible creative, Jack.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying. So if you are going to do text ads, as you said, so for me, I do text and voice ads. I test both of them, right? But for me personally, if you want to have a good running text ad, so that's running at like $5 a message. But that one there, you just got to make it look super aesthetic towards what your ideal client is. So for me, all my ads and everything like that, like I even do ones in the gym. All right. So I do really nice aesthetic ones in the gym because I'm going to be targeting people who want to be gymming as well as building and leveling up their health as well. And then people who are wanting to make money and go to the gym, not only see the power of the business, but then also see the water and like, well, boom, it's 2 in 1. So I'm keen. You know what I mean? So yeah, thanks for touching on that as well. That was good. So the fourth one. So again, click on it. Edit media, change video, keep the headline the same, next, and then I'm just going to use this one, okay? And this one's running really well too. So this is me just having a coffee with my phone. I do use CapCut and everything like that. I use all these different types of filters, everything like that as well. You can get really good at CapCut. Honestly, I just learned it off YouTube. And you know, CapCut's a really good app for me. You can change the filters. They have cool stickers. So I click here. So one thing I've done as well with ads here, I just add a little sticker there as well. It invites people to click as well. So done. That's another one as well. Okay. And my partner videos all these as well. If you're wondering who my videographer is, I've got a gun partner who loves it. So yeah. So that's 4, right? So now we've got 4 to test. Now I'm only showing you text ads. Voice ads do really, really well as well. I've got some of the guys on my team who absolutely dominate it when they talk. All right. For me, I do a bit of both because I get ads that win on both sides. So I love testing both. But what you want to do is you want to publish all 3 at the same time here. All right, because Facebook can be a bit annoying and you have to publish this one, publish the next one. So you click on number 2.
Can I just jump in there quickly? A really, really great benefit of that, if you're not confident with your speaking and your delivery yet to your avatar, all you have to do is play with your copy. So the text that you see in the message, that's your copy. All you have to do is play around with that, and then you can pump out as much content as you want without having to put your face on camera speaking and nailing a message. Like you'll see Mitch and Acacia and myself do talking face to camera, but we've done years of this development. So if you don't feel confident, there's no excuse not to be running an ad just with a text to screen ad like this. This is such a game changer. This is epic.
Yeah. And that's what I've been doing. I teach all my newbies this too. So, you know, if to get success, you know, we want to get wins on the board straight away. So what I do as well, it's a really good strategy too. It's like when you have new people in the team, you say, hey, give me your best video. All right. They give you your best video. You whip them up a quick text ad. It literally will take you 5-10 minutes if you're good at it. Send it over to them and you go, this is how easy it can be. You can run this as an ad. And they go, shit. All right. I can, you know, put that up in an ad, and then you start getting leads and then the momentum starts. And so number 2, so all you want to do to publish all 3 at the same time, it's a little cheat code because you just don't want to keep publishing. So you click on 2, hold down shift, and then click 4, and then that's going to select all 3 of them, and then you publish. Okay. Now they're publishing. We're all sweet. They're all published. Now we've got 4 ads up that are going to be testing through the budget. Okay. Now, one thing we want to make sure to do is, so I'm just going to exit these and go back to the campaign. Okay. You only want to test your open audience first. Okay. So we're getting to audiences now, but when you're first starting, you click on so you only want to do open. So what I mean by open audience is like men 18 to 30. Okay. And then you want to test which creative is working the best. Okay. So you want to test which one's working the best. All right. So say number 1, it's doing $5 a message. Number 2 is doing $10 a message. Number 3 is doing 12. Number 4 is doing 3. You obviously want to turn off 10 and 12 and then test 3, the one that's doing $3 a message and $5 a message, and then go from there. Okay. That's how you want to test for now and run on an open audience. Now, if you're going to start getting really, really go into the next phase of it, I'll show that too. You can start testing audiences. Okay, so if you have a really good winning ad, or you have 2 winning ads, right, in here, you can turn the other ones off and then you can start testing audiences. Okay, and that's why I do campaign optimization budget here. All right, that's why you select it, because that's just going to use the budget best for your audience and best for your ad sets. Okay, so as I said, this is more than enough. Okay, what you got here is more than enough. If you're happy with that, you can just test. Keep testing creatives. Okay, so keep duplicating and creating more creatives, increasing your budget and everything like that. If you want to go to the next level and start looking into interest, I'm going to show you how to start doing that as well. And that's in the ad sets campaign. Mind you, this sounds a bit confusing. Please rewatch this training. So now we want to make sure. All right, so if you're doing it now, you're serious, you got the hang of it, you got leads coming in, you got sales, you're making good commissions, and you want to invest heavy on your ads. Personally, for me, I do that regardless because I understand how powerful it is to invest back into your business. So now you're running, say you want to be running, so say you increase this to 50 a day, right? So now you're doing 50 a day. Now you've got 2 ads or 3 ads that are running really, really well, but you want to split test and see if they can perform better in other pockets of audience, not just an open audience. So what you can do is you can leave your ads running. Okay. Now what you can do is duplicate your winning ad audiences. All right. And now we're going to swap out and we're going to target specific interests. Okay. So people that are interested in wealth, people that are interested in passive income, people that are interested in making money. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to click duplicate again. Now you want to make sure you go duplicate with current settings, not adjusted ones, and then continue. And you want to, I'll just do 2 examples, right? So now this is all we have to do. We want to swap out the interest targeting audience. Okay. So the first one, it's going to come up with winning ads copy, and then your normal winning ads. I'm going to change this to open audience. All right. So that's, now I know that that's just males 18 to 30 because that's my open audience. Now I want to split test that with 2 different audiences. I love what I'm doing in my ads, but I want to see if I can get a better result with other audiences, right? So now I'm going to go down to where it says audiences and I'm going to add a detailed targeting audience. All right. So all you have to do is keep everything the same, but now I want to target men 18 to 30 who are interested in wealth. Okay. There's plenty. And if you're like, oh, what? I want to do something different to wealth. Well, what you can do is you only test 1 interest at a time too. I learned this through Balazs's Facebook ads training too. His agency, like his guy that runs his ad, he only tests 1 interest at a time. So a lot of mistakes that people do, they'll put wealth, passive income, make money. They'll put like 20 different interests in this part here because you can do that. You can put 20 in, but you never know which pocket of audience is actually the winning audience. So you only test 1 audience at the time. Okay. So for me, I want to test one with wealth. Now, if you want to do something different, all you have to do is click suggestions and it's going to come up with a whole different amount. Okay. So it's going to come up with different ones and you can search it up for travel, health, physical health, mental health, all of it, right? So right now, passive income is a good one too. But for me, I'm just going to stick to, I want to target an interest of men 18 to 30 who are interested in wealth. All right. Now I'm just going to copy that and then put it here on my heading. So now I know that that one there, that interest is wealth. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the top one. And now I want to put one, let's do travel, okay? Because I want to have 18 to 30 men who are travel, all right? So travel, there's plenty of different audiences for travel. You can get really, really good with this too, guys. This is, you know, some basics, but let's find adventure travel, travel adventures. Like if you guys are interested in fishing, camping, like my brother, he just started literally 30 days ago and he's got an ad that's like popping off. He literally did a simple ad like me, but he's gone and flung a reel out, like a fishing reel, and then he's just fishing and he's got like a headline and he's targeting 18 to 30 men and the interest is fishing. So he's literally targeting every man in Australia that's interested in fishing and then, you know, getting everyone in that's, you know, wanting to do fishing full time. So you can really get smart with that too. So let's just do which one resonates. Just travel there, frequent travelers, where I want to show you something else as well to make sure we get it all perfect. Adventure travel. Okay, that's got a huge audience. Now here, Instagram might go, oh, your audience is too small. It's not, because if you're spending like a big budget is like, you know, $10,000 a day, like to Facebook and Meta and everyone's eyes, right? Our budget isn't going to reach 552,000 people. It's going to take a while to do that with any budget, okay, that we're using around here. So if it goes, oh, you want to make sure it's over 100,000, right? You want to make sure here it's over 100,000, okay? So making sure it's over 100,000, but that's a reasonable size audience. If it says it's too small, it's like 200,000, that's totally fine. If it's over 100,000, you're only targeting the audience, so that's fine. So now I'm going to do adventure travel, okay? So now I'm targeting adventure travel and then boom. Now you can, as I said, you can have a really good play around. There's a lot of different interests you can do. You can Google what best interests are working right now, and you can do that too. But then you go shift, hold that down, click both of them. So all I did was click shift on the first one, hold it down. And now I'm going to publish. Boom. Done. So now I'm running $50 a day. Right. So running $50 a day, campaign optimization budget. So now it's spread out to all audiences. It's going to target whatever, it's going to use the budget, whatever I want. I've got the open audience, adventure travel, and wealth, right? And in each single one, it's already got your ads there because you duplicated it. Okay. So when it duplicates the audience here, it'll duplicate your ad set. You don't have to do that again. Okay. So now I can test. You can even start like this if you really want to. If you want to do a bigger budget, 50 and above, I'd recommend. If you want to do 100, 200, whatever you want to do, you want to go all in with the ads. You want to make sure you split testing audiences too. So you can do that right off the bat. If you're doing, starting off with $20 a day, $30 a day, then make sure you've got an open audience first, right? And you're just testing your creatives. But if you're doing a bigger budget, you can then test 3, 4, 5 different audiences, okay? And then with all your creatives. And then you're going to find out, okay, leave it for at least 3 days, okay? Don't put an ad up, wait 12 hours, like, I don't have a lead. Just wait at least 2 to 3 days before before you turn anything off, because you need to get data, okay? You need to get data to really, really understand, which ads are working or not. So for me, when you look through here, so when you have, let's get some up. Surely I can get my ad account up. I want to show you a bit more in depth of what, I don't want to confuse you all at the same time. Example. Hopefully we can get, yes, perfect. Okay. So this is my testing campaign at the moment. All right. So 430. So since Jan, we've had 430 leads, $9.50 CPA. Great. All right. So see here, there's a lot going on, but don't get too freaky about this. But you want to make sure. So let's just focus on these first 4. Okay. All right. So these are all different interests. Okay. Targeting. All right. So these 4, where you can read it, you can know, okay, great. So I can tell that this one is the best audience right now. All right. This one's not getting anything. It's spent $27, not one single message. This one here, it's $23 a message. This one here is $6 a message. This one's is $8 a message. So what I would do, I'm not going to do this now, but I would turn these 2 off, right? And then look into these 2 and then see what the creative is, right? And then what I would do is, because they're both winning audiences, so this one, and this one, right? I would then focus on these 2 and then add different ad sets into this audience because I know it's working really, really well. Okay. And then test on that. If this is getting confusing, it doesn't have to be confusing, but I just wanted to show you a bit more in depth as well. But in saying that, that's all you have to do to start running ads. Obviously, that one's in preparing. So when the delivery says active, then your ad's ready to go. Okay. It might take 12 hours, 12, 24 hours to get reviewed. Be patient with it. And then, yeah, we're good to go. Good to start running ads. If that went over your head, please, please, please make sure to watch it again. And then make sure if you're starting off and the interests are getting a bit too ahead of yourself, just use an open audience and then split test there as well. But yeah, I'm open for some questions as well for the next 15 minutes or so. Let me know if you have any questions with it and we can go from there.
I got one, brother. You got it?
Mark?
Yeah, I've got 2. You answered one with the time frame of testing, which was 3 days, which is awesome. I've got a Facebook account, a business account. What do you use, a personal one or a business one?
So you got a Facebook account?
Like it's from a personal training business. Like I've been told to use that over a personal Facebook, or would
Yeah,
it?
so your Facebook page when you're first creating it, yeah, it would be
Yeah.
good to do that. However, you can still create Facebook from your Facebook personal page. You can still connect your Instagram and then create it from there too. That's not a big deal either. Because I've still been able to run ads through my personal Facebook page too.
Okay.
There is a lot of different. If you open up, so another thing too, guys, if you want to get even more into it, you can open up just a Facebook page, like a random Facebook page, and name it, your name, and then you can run an ad through that too. But you still, like Facebook getting pretty good now. Like you can still just use your normal Facebook account and then start running ads that way as well.
Awesome, man. And what do you feel like is next after text ads and videos? What to stay ahead of the game? What do you feel like is coming up when just say if everyone floods the market with text ads?
Yeah.
What do you feel like?
Honestly, bro, any ad wins, right? So you just got to get better at ads. So, you know, if I see 50 odd people doing text ads, I'll just make better text ads. But for my game plan, bro, business isn't just made through ads, it's made through conversations. So if you are the best at doing conversations, then you're going to make a lot of sales. So, you know, one thing that you'd be focusing on there is like making sure that you're so good at conversations that if you even get 10 leads a day or 5 to 10 leads a day, you can crack them and, you know, really get them, you know, watching trainings, booking a call. So for me, obviously for me to beat, you know, competition, it would be going ham on, you know, not only just smashing ads, but obviously, you know, being so good in lead conversation that I'm so different to everyone else, that they're going to be wanting to jump on straight away.
Thanks, man. This is a mad presentation too. It's the best I've seen. Awesome.
No worries, brother.
Hey, Jack, I've got a question.
What's going on?
Hey, really loved that. It was so simple. It's going to be great to watch that and implement it at the same time.
Yep.
Now, I could assume that you have quite a lot of leads coming through, right?
Yeah, I do.
So how do you manage those leads? Do you have a CRM system or what do you use?
So right now I actually have someone who works in my DMs, but what got me to 6A wasn't that, right? How I got to 6A was through being a savage, like in the DMs. That's all I have, right? And yes, I got someone working in the DMs now with me and stuff like that. That's all cool. But everyone's goal here is to get 6A, then you can work it out, right? 6A and how I got to 6A, how I got to 6A, built few accounts before I got a guy working the leads for me was through being a savage and following up, all right? Follow up, this is a gun one too. This is a key that's always in the back of my head now. Follow up until they tell you to fuck off, right? That's what I literally have in my head. Because the amount of sales that you get from following up, some people are busy on days and they reach out and they don't get to you. Make sure you're following up. But my system, whereabouts are you at the moment? Are you fresh in the business?
6 months in.
Oh,
So-
sweet. So your journey to 6A is obviously just becoming a savage with the leads. My own system would be, so I would have a follow-up system, right? So I'd get all the DMs message and I'd look at them, right? And then one thing is you focus on, so when you have leads, right? This is a really good thing too. Focus on the winners first, right? So if you have 15 leads come in, you got a winning ad, right? Now your next job is to really understand how to talk to leads, right? But if you get 15 leads a day, and you're coming through, that's awesome. Tick, you've got enough leads to start making good amount of sales, right? 15, 30, whatever. The next point is too many people focus on, this is another thing too. You can focus too much on following up and not getting to the winners. So me, I was like, I'm just going to focus on the winners first and then the follow-ups come second, right? So I'd send out my next message after yes. Okay, so I'd send out my next message to all those people. Whoever responded, great. I'm going to give my 100% to them right now. Just focus on them. Have really good personal in-depth conversations with them. Connect with them. Make sure it's personalized. And then I'll get to follow-ups. A mistake that I made is I tried to send out and rush every single person and follow up and follow up and follow up. And I forgot to even focus on the good leads, right? Make sure you focus on the good leads first, the people who want to actually have genuine conversations, and then follow up later on, okay? One thing I'd do as well if I was working, I would have numbers and days. All right. So Monday and Thursday, they would be my follow-up days. So create days where you'd have follow-up days, and then Monday and Thursday, they're my follow-up days. Now so I know it's Monday, I'm going to spend an hour just following up. There is no system with Instagram. Instagram's so messy with all of it. But I would just make sure I'd have numbered days. So Monday and Thursday. So for an hour, I would go through everyone that didn't respond to me and just follow up, right? And I just know Monday and Thursdays are follow-up days. All right. And then just focus on the winning leads who are really good at having conversations, and then focusing on those numbered days. And then if you had if you're still working as well, then set times throughout the day on when you're going to get back to them. For me, I always spoke to everyone 5 p.m. onwards because I knew most people that I was talking to were busy at work. So I'd make sure I'd wait the whole day, bank all my leads up. Don't be ever scared. You don't have to reply to everyone straight away. Wait until 5 p.m., 6 p.m. and then talk to them when they're most likely going to reply, and then have conversations, send out your presentation, and then go from there.
Oh, that's gold. Thank you so much.
Hey,
No
Jack,
worries.
just quickly.
Jack,
with
I've got a quick one there, brother.
Got a
When
few.
you say
just hold on, Mitch.
Monday
Just on
and
the
Thursday,
Mitch. Just on the follow up of that lead system.
Yo,
So, Jack, will these come through as from ads in the DMs where it comes up
they
to?
come through both.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
they
they
don't
come
come
through
through that.
primary and ads.
Okay, so I know there is a system. I watched something on YouTube from a
Yep.
guy who runs ads, and he said one of the best things you can do is put everyone in general, so that you've
Yeah.
got like general, you've got like your public, that your friends and stuff that talk to you in your primary, and then anyone who's come through an ad, just put them into your general DM box. So then all of your ad DMs, all of your ad conversations are in a different inbox to like just, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry saying nice coffee or whatever in the primary. So you've actually got a separate ad inbox where you can kind of then skim through and do your follow up. So that's what he said was a great process. I don't know.
Perfect.
I haven't had to implement that yet, but that's what I'll do when I start getting ad leads.
Yeah. So one thing when you start getting them, I'll quickly say something there. One thing when you do start getting them, you'll get a lot of people. So you can literally click from ads and they'll pop up, right? But sometimes Instagram miss it, so you just got to check the primary again, and then you also get to check your request because sometimes they go through a request because they might have a private account or their settings. Like today, there's still another 7 yeses that are in my request that I haven't looked at yet, because they sometimes miss it and go to the request. But that's a great strategy. Put them all into your general, and then you can have, you can do that. I didn't even think of that. That's so smart. Yeah. Sweet. Who was next?
Oh, I was just going to say that, Jordan, because we're getting so many leads every day, we've been putting them all in general and then filtering them over. But you can also add labels as well. So you can put a lead sale, purchased and delivered, like different label on them.
Is
So
that
then
on
that's what
Facebook or
I've
Instagram?
done as well to filter them.
It's on Instagram, yeah?
Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah, and we still get heaps of requests in our request part of the inbox, and it's because they're private. So if you're not getting them in your general, go have a look at your requests because there might be some stuff in there.
Yeah, epic. Beautiful.
Can I ask something, Jack?
Mitch, hold on, I cut Mitch off, so I'm just going to let you jump in there.
so
Yeah.
Jack, if you have got like leads coming through, how long? You said Monday and Thursday is your follow up day.
Yep.
So if they come through, say on a Tuesday, will you wait till Thursday to follow them up?
Oh, no. So what I mean by follow up is like people that I've reached out to that haven't replied back to me.
Okay.
So that was when I'm just giving a suggestion of when I was working. Like, so if you have a lot of people, right, and you send messages and they don't follow up, and you can follow up with them, right? You keep following up with them. But I'd have Monday and Thursday where I'd just sit down for an hour and go through all my messages and just follow up with every single person that didn't respond to me. Because you're going to have a heap of bank coming in and they're going to be like old leads in there. And I'll just set Monday and Thursday for follow-ups like, hey you there, mate? How'd you go with it? Are you still serious about this opportunity? I just follow up for an hour and I'd make that a routine. So then, because like you can get lazy with it when you have a lot of fresh leads, but the power is in the follow-up. So yeah, Monday and Thursdays I'll do a big follow-up. But yeah, that's only with people that wouldn't respond to me, right? So I'd focus heavily on everyone that responded to me first. So because you're going to get a lot of no response, right? They'll click on your ad and then not respond to you, right? But then you'll get a lot of winners who respond to you and have genuine conversations. I feel like what I did at the start was I had too much mindset on catching up on people than actually focus on the people that were applying to me. So what I would do is make sure I just focused on the winners because like at the end of the day, when I was coming into the opportunity, I wasn't going to miss anyone. I was going to, I was going in, like I was talking to the guy back and forth. So I'm working with those guys. So what I do is all week I'd focus on, really, really, really following on, focusing on the winning people who are having good conversations with me and stuff like that, but make it routine. Like I'd set 2 days a week where I'd follow up with absolutely everyone that didn't actually get back to me and didn't reply to me.
Gotcha. And the ones that are coming through after 5 p.m.
When I was working, yep, 100%. Now, like when I'm not working, like I was just giving a really good example of like what I was doing, on the way to 6A. But when you're if you have time to do it at work and you have time to do it, yeah, 100%. But when I was first, when I was first working the job, I didn't have time to do it all day. So I'd do it from 5 p.m. onwards, you know what I mean? When everyone was mostly available, 100%. And if you're busy throughout the day, wait until 5 p.m. because even my good mate and my best mate brother, Brody, he only responds mainly to leads from like 5 p.m. onwards too, because like that's when most people are most active on the app. They're most, going to engage with you. So you can bank them up and wait until 5 p.m. 100%.
Are you on an 8:30 call still, or
Yeah, it's
8:40?
all good. It's sweet. I've got a couple more minutes. It's sweet.
Yeah, I just wanted to honor you and acknowledge you and thank you for saying yes. I just reached out to Jack the other day and asked him to come and do this, and he's like, "Yeah, bro, 100%." And he's not even in our team, and he was just all for it. He's just got such an abundance mindset. So I just wanted to really honor you for that, brother. Thank you so much for doing this for us, eh?
No worries, brother. Anytime. It's all good. Couple more questions and I'll have to jump off.
All right, can I go, you legend, please, mate?
Where are we?
Yeah, here, bro.
Dave, how are you?
Mate, just wanted to know, with those different creatives you're running inside each campaign, are you keeping them sort of pretty similar? Like you're running 5 sort of text on screen ads, or you can mix it up with some talking ads, or are you kind of going for the same general vibe when you're running those creatives inside one campaign?
Yeah, so for me, I'd run 2 different campaigns. So I'd do a voice ad campaign, like where I'd do 5 voice, and then I'd do another campaign with my text. Now, when I split test my text, or you got to be smart with that too. So text, you only want to split test a couple of things at a time with text ads, right? So with a text ad, for me, when I was with when I'm doing all these like aesthetic creatives and all that, like really eye-catching videos, right? All you do is test one different thing at one time, right? So for me, if I'm going to start text ads, I'm going to create one really banging sentence that I love, or the text that I really, really resonate with, and really take my time with that one banging sentence. Like I use ChatGPT, I use a lot of AI and try and implement all that into like really getting a captivating sentence and a hook, right? Now I'm going to use that hook on 5 different aesthetic backgrounds. So me walking on the beach, me coffee, me on my phone, me doing an activity, me on my laptop or something like that. All different ones, right? Then I'm going to see which background is good. So which one's winning? So which one's the winning background? Now I'm going to use that and then split test the text. So now I'm going to reverse it. Now I'm going to use that background because I know it's working really, really well. And then I'm going to split test that background with another 5 ads, but each ad has a different sentence and a different hook. Okay. And that's how you split test.
Beautiful. Thanks, man.
Perfect, bro. One more question and I've got to jump off, guys. Sorry.
Last one, brother, if I can.
What's
Nice
going
to meet
on?
you, Jack. Absolute legend. Yeah, I just had a question quickly around qualifying. So,
Perfect.
in your experience between qualifying in Messenger versus pre-qualifying via a lead form, because I've started doing meta ads and I'm pre-qualifying via questions in lead form, so I'm more certain that they're serious by the time I get to them in a messenger or convert to a phone call.
Yep.
I just wanted to ask what your opinion was or your experience was in
Mm.
not pre-qualifying with the ad and then doing that via messenger versus doing it in a lead form.
Yeah. So obviously, when you do a lead form, is it going well? So
Yeah.
yeah, perfect, bro. We'll keep smashing that. If you got a lead form, it's doing well, stay on it. Like, don't ever jump off something that's doing really well. But for me, I ask them a few questions. So when they answer, like my starting message, right? They say yes. I'm like, great work on taking action, brother. Now we're only looking to work with those who are super serious about taking action. We're looking to help lads who are looking to become the best financially, mentally, and physically. If this sounds like you, then would you mind answering a few questions in my next message? Right? I ask for permission first, right? Then they go, yes, I'm all good. Happy to. And I'll go, perfect. Then I can look at sending you a free masterclass. But I just want to know if this opportunity is going to be a great fit for you. So, and then I do 4 questions, right? So I ask them, number 1, in depth, what are some major goals that you'd like to achieve if you were to start a highly profitable online business? Number 2, what are you currently doing for work? How long have you been doing work for? Everything like that. So I'm really qualifying their work, see if they are able to get finance, everything like that. Number 3 is tell me a bit more about why you're looking. So now I go, was the first one why? So goals work why. Okay, so the third one is why. So going to like why they're looking to start an income online. And then I just asked that double time because I want to know their goals and I want them to go deep around their why. And then the fourth one is simply what is their age, because I need to make sure that they're over 18. Now, they always send me, like everyone might freak out, oh, that's a big message, but I always get 4 incredible questions back with good leads, right? I always get it all back. I'm like, sweet, now I can qualify them. Okay, so that's how I do it on my lead conversations. And I go straight into explaining the training and then getting permission on when they're going to watch it. Another thing as well, if you have a training or a platform or whatever you're using, that's your golden ticket, right, guys? So you need to make sure that they're not just getting sent it for no reason. All right. So many people make the mistake. They're like, yep, he's going to watch it. I'm just going to send it to them. They're not going to watch it. So make sure that my first message after they've sent their questions, I go, great. I love what you said in da 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 da. Relate to them. Okay. Now for us, now I've got a 60-minute online training that's going to take you through everything you need to know around how you can start building income online, achieving your goals, becoming the best. But honestly, mate, as I said, we're only looking to work with those who are super serious. Would you be able to get this done by today? I always say that, all right? I want to have action takers who can get this done by today. I don't have people, oh, next week, all right? Then they always say, yep, 100% committed, and then I send the training. Always get commitment in your lead conversations. Never, ever, ever just send out a training. That's your golden ticket, okay? If you've got a masterclass, whatever you guys send out, it has to be like they're entering the lottery and they're going to make $1 million. Like they have to feel that. Okay. So you need to make sure that you're not just sending it out laissez-faire going, yeah, whatever. Yep. Watch it tonight whenever you can. No. You got to watch this by today or that means you're not a good fit for the team. So you better watch it. Okay. Because like I'm here for
Standard.
serious people only.
The
Okay.
massive standard, yeah, huge.
Yeah. Cool, bro.
Epic. Thanks, brother.
No worries. Hope you enjoyed
Absolute
it.
legend.
Brother, we'll wrap it up there. That was absolutely incredible. I know you got to bounce because you got a few onboarding calls to get into, but I just want to say again, thank you from the whole team. And your abundance mindset is what I love about this business. Like it's all about, the rising tide lifts all boats. And
Yeah.
I'm just so pumped to see where you take Live Life. We can take Legacy Brotherhood Driven Women where, like I said at the start before we jumped on the recording, there's this new fresh blood, this new wave coming into Enagic and network marketing out of Australia. And I'm so pumped to see as you're I got a goosebumps, brother. It's the way you're leading your team and the way we can collaborate in the future. And I'm super pumped to meet you on the weekend, bro. So thank you very much from all of us. We're super grateful for it. That was an epic training, super simple. And yeah, just
No
want
worries.
to man. So
Let's keep crushing it, make 2025 the best one yet. And yeah, let's move on and start, truly dominate. So yeah, super pumped for everyone. And yeah, collaborations, whatever, we're all open to anything. We're all one in everything, right? So yeah, let's crush it. Super proud of everyone. Start smashing ads. And yeah, let's get as many leads as we can. See you all.
Awesome,
Love
bro.
you all. See ya.
Thank you,
Hey,
brother.
brother.
Can I unmute, guys, and say goodbye? Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
Thanks,
you.
Jack.
Cheers, brother.
Jack, that's it, legend.
Cheers, brother. Cheers, bro.
Thank you.
See you guys.
All right.